Welcome to Watermelon. Fame changes a lot of things. The lifestyle, the people around you, even how the world sees you. But every now and then, a familiar face from the past shows up and brings it all back down to earth. Childhood friends, old teachers, forgotten bandmates. These are the people who knew the celebrity before the spotlight. At one of his concerts, Luke Bryan spotted an 88-year-old woman in the crowd.
Good to see you.
Her name was Bernice Williams. She used to be Luke's neighbor.
My dogs ate her cat food.
As a child, Beyoncé was very shy, so her mother enrolled her in a dance class. Her dance teacher, Mrs. Darlette Bailey, was the first person to find out that Beyoncé could sing really well. She encouraged Beyoncé to take part in a talent show, and the rest is history.
From little bitty, she would be a star. I always told her. I knew it.
In 2023, Chapman University invited several celebrities to give a masterclass, sharing stories about their careers and advice for the next generation. In the middle of the interview, Billie Eilish suddenly spotted a familiar face in the audience. It was her childhood friend, Mackenzie.
Work here? What? I grew up with this bitch.
Oh my god. Sorry.
Small world.
Sorry. That's so cool. Nice to see you. Anyway.
Well, that's great.
On The Voice, after hitting the button and turning his chair, Ollie Murs was surprised to recognize the contestant. It was an old friend of his. Her name is Laura George. When Ollie was 16, they both worked at a call center for Kitchens Direct. Back then, they had a lot of fun together.
Well, listen, as a friend, I'm really proud that you've done this, and you've got 3 turns that you truly deserve, so I'm really chuffed for you. I really am.
Thank you.
Really chuffed.
What's more, Laura actually inspired Ollie to start singing in the first place.
And then when I first started singing, Lara was the person I looked up to. Like, she was already doing all the gigs, she was always like so confident, singing everything. I was like, oh my God, this girl's amazing.
After finishing secondary school in Australia, Hugh Jackman decided to take a gap year to travel and work. In 1987, at the age of 18, he ended up in England and was hired to be an assistant housemaster at Uppingham School. He spent most of his time as a physical education teacher, coaching sports teams and tutoring students in both English and drama. 26 years later, at the Zurich Film Festival, Hugh spotted a journalist in the crowd and instantly recognized his former student.
We go way back. I used to teach you at high school in PE, and I want to know how your physical education is progressing. You guys don't know that, but this man here, yes, I used to teach you at Uppingham School in London.
Surprisingly, after all those years, Hugh didn't even need a reminder of who he was. Even more amazing, Hugh actually looked younger than Rollo Ross.
Reality, what makes you angry? I mean, what?
You know what makes me angry, Rollo? You know, students who don't really listen. You know, the kind of students who don't jump in the pool and I tell them to jump in. That's what makes me angry, Rollo. In fact, I'm remembering you more and more.
Oh no, I have to pass over.
Of course, it's all just lighthearted jokes. His proud smile says it all. Before getting laser eye surgery, Ed Sheeran had struggled with poor vision for years. According to him, without glasses, he was blind as a bat. So it's no surprise that, on the Graham Norton show, Ed didn't even recognize his best friend from childhood.
I went to Brandeston.
Oh, sweet, yeah. I went to primary school.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did we know each other?
Yeah.
Did we?
Luckily, after stepping closer to the screen, he managed to avoid an awkward moment and realized the guy was James Mee.
James.
Yes.
Me?
That's the one.
What the fuck?
It was at James' place that Ed, still a vegetarian at that time, tried meat for the first time, and also watched his very first episode of The Simpsons.
Come on! Will you just say it randomly?
I know some guy emailed me.
Have a seat, dude.
Growing up in Brooklyn, Mike Tyson lived a very different life than he is used to now. By the age of 13, he had already been arrested 38 times. Several decades later, the boxer returned to his old neighborhood and came face to face with echoes of his criminal past.
You robbed me when I was 8 years old on Amboy Pickett.
I robbed him? Now he's blaming me for robbing him.
Woolworth store, remember Woolworth?
Take our pictures.
Luckily for Iron Mike, the man held no judge and chose not to take any physical revenge.
Talk to a guy who says I caused the problem in his marriage.
Hey, Steve, it's me, Butch.
Ow.
That day, Steve Harvey got pranked right on his own show. The man who supposedly had his marriage almost ruined by Steve turned out to be his very first friend, Butch. Before Butch's wedding, Steve kidnapped him for a 2-day bachelor party, and as a result, Butch ended up being late to his own ceremony.
Much love to you, man. It's good. It's good. It's good. Love you. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday, man.
Ian Wright might have never become a football legend if it weren't for his teacher, Mr. Signey Pigden. Growing up in South London, life at home was tough. His stepfather was abusive, and school wasn't exactly a happy place either. But Mr. Pigden saw something special in him. Instead of writing him off as a troublemaker, he encouraged and supported him. For years, Wright believed his beloved teacher had passed away, but it turned out he was wrong.
Mr. Pigden, you're alive.
I'm alive, he says. How are you doing?
Mr. Pigden was the first man who ever told him he was good at something. In Ian Wright's own words, he was the first positive male figure I ever had.
And I'm so glad you've done so well with yourself.
I don't know what to say. God, I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
So we're gonna get really quiet, and I'm gonna see if I can locate this person. If you don't mind helping me.
During his concert in Manchester, Harry Styles suddenly stopped the show and asked the entire stadium to go quiet. It turned out someone very special was in the crowd. His very first teacher. You could see how much respect he still had for her, even after all those years. It wasn't just a sweet reunion. It was a reminder that success...
I'd just like to thank you for everything in those formative years. And, yeah, thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you're here tonight.
On October 19th, 2012, Adele gave birth to her first and only child, a boy named Angelo. 13 years later, during her concert in Las Vegas, she interrupted her show to hug some man in the crowd. It was the doctor who delivered her baby. Kid Cudi returned to his high school to talk about growing up and his career path in the music industry. This is the moment when he spotted his classmate Kendra.
Kendra, come here! Kendra, come up! Kendra Agee, everybody! Come give me a hug. How long has it been? 2 decades? Come up here!
Seeing someone from your past, someone who knew you before the fame, it's different.
I'm gonna holler at you after.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna find you. How about that? Reunion.
At the Pukkelpop Festival in Belgium, Billie Eilish spotted a familiar face in the crowd.
Some of you are like OGs, like you mother. Yeah, you. This bitch has been to my shows since I started doing shows. And Meek, baby!
It was a short, sweet moment, but you could tell she genuinely meant it. Little things like that show how much she appreciates the people who support her.
I love you both so much. We talk about you all the time. Like, seriously, me and Phineas watch every video that you make. And you're back! She's back!
The 2024 Oscars turned out to be a big night for Christopher Nolan. He took home 2 awards for Oppenheimer, one for Best Director and one for Best Picture. However, the post-ceremony interview took an unexpected turn.
Hi Chris, congratulations. It's Alison Boshoff from the Daily Mail here. We were at school together.
And although the director didn't recognize the woman, it seemed they really did attend the same class back in the day.
What are your plans for
Do you mean
tonight?
Trotsky Turnbull of the history department?
Yeah, with a moustache. Yeah.
Wow, that's not what I was expecting to talk about in this moment.
And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe for more content. See you next time.